Hey y'all, Arthur Fantastic here, and I'm sitting in my room here in Las Vegas thinking about how Chael Sonnen's in the same city as I am, and I have no idea how to meet him. Now, I believe that's going to be the title of this video. Does how do I meet Chael P. Sonnen, the bad guy? So I'm sitting here thinking about how does one do that. He's in Las Vegas for the new season of The Ultimate Fighter, which he is coaching across from Daniel Cormier, which I believe is a play off their show, The Good Guy versus the Bad Guy. And I'm wondering, okay, where are the most likely places Chael P. Sonnen's going to be? Um, I'm thinking the PI, right? The Performance Institute of the UFC here in Las Vegas. I don't think I can get in there and no one's going to let me storm the UFC PI. So that's obviously a no go. I was thinking, okay, maybe I see him at the press conference. I believe there's a UFC coming up soon. I don't have press passes, so I'm not getting in there anytime soon. Oh, losing light here. So I was thinking, okay, where would Chael Sonnen be? Maybe In and Out. There's 3 In and Outs here in Las Vegas that I saw on the map. There's probably more. There's one on the north side of the strip where I'm at. There's one on the south side of the strip by like Excalibur and Luxor. There's another one inside. Is it the Flamingo? So maybe the one off the strip right there in the north side, maybe the south side. Who knows? But I gotta ask, where does Kevin Lee fit in all this? No, I'm just joking. But I've got to ask, what are the chances of me seeing him at In and Out Burger? I mean, In and Out Burger, amazing place, amazing burger. About to go there right now. Just waiting on my beautiful wife over here to get ready. I hear her in the bathroom. So as I plot here and try to figure out how to see Uncle Chael. How does one get an interview with Uncle Chael? You're just an aside for a second. Uncle Chael has so many amazing stories, right? Right, but yet he's always the one that's doing the interviewing. Very rarely do I see someone interviewing Uncle Chael, but he's got a lot of stories to tell. He's got a lot of things to say, and I really want to pick his brain on a specific topic. Catch Wrestling. I'm in town for this thing called Catch Wrestling Con. It's a convention for catch wrestling. And there's going to be legends like Frank Shamrock, Wade Chalice, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, most pins as a wrestler. Wade Chalice, the guy who made the Spladle. Wade Chalice. Pat Militek, head coach of the Militech camp that's really turning out champions. Robbie Lawler, Tim Sylvia, Matt Hughes. And there's a whole bunch of other catch wrestlers in the room. Can't even begin to name all the guys. I believe one of the Malenko brothers is in the room this time. That's right. It's right. It's Joe Malenko. That's Dean Malenko's brother. Those who are familiar with the WCW days. And just the Malenko name, just an amazing trainer, wrestler. All that aside, there's a ton of catch wrestlers, even pro wrestlers in there. And where is Chael Sonnen? We need Chael Sonnen in the room. Why doesn't Chael Sonnen talk about catch wrestling? That's something I'd like to ask him. Also, I'd like to ask Randy Couture that question. I would love the opportunity to talk to Randy Couture. He's in town, trying to get in contact with him. So if, not a separate video, just aside, if you know how to get into contact with Randy Couture, let me know. Tried contacting the agent, no word yet. So moving forward, we're talking about Chael, we're talking about catch wrestling. I think that his expertise in both the scholastic wrestling and his passion for pro wrestling and MMA, I think he would be a great voice to discuss the near and dear to my heart catch as catch can wrestling, catch as catch can wrestling, art of martial of grappling that it's and it's really almost a full martial art. Really, I mean, you might have neat ass strikes, but there's strikes involved in the old manuals. This is something that has affected everything from the high school and collegiate wrestling today, Olympic wrestling. Olympic wrestling was originally catch wrestling when it was first put into the docket, the line for Olympic sports, right? To arts like lucha libre, pro wrestling, lucha libre, and of course, everybody's mainstream favorite, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu or Gracie Jiu Jitsu. You see scholars, historians, which I consider Chael Sonnen, the bad guy, to be a historian and scholar, as well as hardcore fans may be familiar with the art of catch can wrestling, shortened to catch wrestling, if they watch the channel, or if they've really done their homework. Because people like Kimura and Mitsu Maeda, these gigantic influences in the BJJ lineage of the Gracies, both of them were catch wrestlers. They did pro wrestling. They did worked matches. They did shoots as well. Obviously, they did shooting matches against the Gracies, and these guys aren't foreign to the idea of catch wrestling, especially when they come from a time of wager bouts and trying to claim honor and winning for trying to be a prize fighter. Okay, you got to make matches, and this all becomes developed on to what we see in the immaculate trash talking of Chael Sonnen. He just does it. It just seems like he knows how to talk trash. He does it fluently. I wish we could all do it. I wish more fighters would take note of how to character build, how to sell fights, and maybe even take some influence and inspiration from the pro wrestlers who know how to sell a fight. They know how to sell a match. They know how to sell an event. People know it's predetermined, and they still shell out that money to watch those matches. Okay. So where does Chael Sonnen come in on all this? As I said, if I had a chance to talk to Chael Sonnen, I would pick his brain on the topic, because he's got that knowledge. He's going back talking about, the first $1 million gate with like Jack Dempsey. I think it's Jack Dempsey. Is it Jack Dempsey, right? And the idea of selling a fight, and also the art of wrestling. Like, I just want to pick his brain and what his thoughts on catch wrestling are. I think that he knows catch wrestling. I think he might have been in the room with the likes of Billy Robinson, who is the seed of the one of two major lineages right now in catch wrestling. There's Billy Robinson and there's Carl Gotch. Obviously, there's other names out there. I don't mean to disrespect any of the other names. They are all so many legends out there that are catch wrestlers who have built an amazing network of grapplers and wrestlers and competitors. I'm just talking about the main ones that I know. Maybe I'm biased. But when we get Chael Sonnen and Arthur Fantas together, I think it'd be the formula for a great conversation, not just in the history, but what's going on right now and how it affects things and how it could move forward and affect the current landscape of grappling even more. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. That's me just throwing away on some ideas. If you have a good idea on how to meet Chael Sonnen, get in the comments. Let me know. How do I meet Chael Sonnen? What's your idea? Anybody got any kind of scheme? What's going on? I'll read them out loud on the next video, trying to figure out how to meet Chael Sonnen. Maybe we'll make this a series while I'm here, okay? So, anyway, as I always say, stay up, stay vigilant, stay locked and loaded, stay brutal. Shalom, shalom. Peace in, y'all.